Riza from the Evening Drive, and today we're going to do a little bit of a book reading, and I love this book so much. It's Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. So just to give you an outline on this book, so let me read it out, okay? So, a mysterious island, an abandoned orphanage, a strange collection of peculiar photographs. It all waits to be discovered in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. An unforgettable novel that mixes fiction and photography in a thrilling reading experience. Alright, so that's what we're gonna read, and to start with, I watched the movie that this was based on like about a countless number of times, loved it so much. So that's why I decided to read this, because I was hoping I'd get the same kind of experience, but only the book is much better because there's so much in this, so much of pictures, and the thing is it has pictures that don't really capture the people that you saw in the movie, so it makes it look more realistic, so it's so cool. Okay, so I'm gonna dive into the book because I'm so thrilled to read it. I picked this part of the book to read out because this is the part where Miss Peregrine explains to Jacob about how they survive, the peculiar children survive, alright? And it also has a very nice note I'd just like to highlight just a little bit. So to start with, what about the boys in the picture? I said, they look even younger than you. Miss Peregrine's expression darkened. You're referring to my misguided brothers. Rather than split us up, they came along the academy with me. Mollycoddled like a pair of little princes they were. I dare say it's what turned them rotten. They weren't Imbrins. Oh no, she huffed. Only women are born Imbrins, and thank heaven for that. Males lack a seriousness of temperament required of persons with such grave responsibilities. We Imbrins must scour the countryside for young peculiars in need, steer clear of those who would do us harm, and keep our wards fed, clothed, hidden, and steeped in the lore of our people. And as if that weren't enough, we must also ensure that our loops reset each day like clockwork. What happens if they don't? She raised a fluttering hand to her brow and staggered back. And catastrophe, cataclysm, disaster, I dare not even think of it. Fortunately, the mechanism by which loops are reset is a simple one. One of must cross through the entryway every so often. This keeps it pliable, you see. The ingress point is a bit like a hole in fresh dough. If you don't poke a finger into it now and then, things may just close up on its own. And if there's no ingress or egress, no valve through which may be vented the various pressures that accrue naturally in closed temporal system. And she made a little poof gesture with her hands as if miming the explosion of a firecracker. Well, the whole thing becomes unstable. She bent over the album again and riffled through its pages. Speaking of which, I may have a picture of, yes, here it is, an ingress point if ever there was one. And this picture is what is there. And you have to read the rest of this. It's so beautiful. There's so much more to it than the movie had to show, and it's in more detail, so you understand everything. Like, you don't have to wait for another scene to happen, but it's so intriguing. Like, the moment you read one chapter, you're gonna want to read the rest, and I loved it so much. Alright, so if you want to read this book, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, as well as any other book that's just like this, don't forget to catch the Big Bad Wolf sale. It's happening online, by the way, and it's going on from the 1st of October to the 3rd, and the link is right here and also below, right in the description, so do check it out. Bye!